obey my commands and protect yourselves at all times. Good luck to you both, gents. Touch gloves.
Is this the last acid test before Galal Yafai has the chance of being crowned king of the flies? Undefeated in 9, but he's in with a warrior, 47 fights, and this is his 283rd round, and he's aggressive and he's non-stop, and the styles, Sonny, could gel very well.
Landed there for Rodriguez, took well by Yafai, straight away letting us know that he's got a handful in front of him.
Wasting no time, Sonny.
No, and just how Galal fights. He's putting the pressure on, he likes being close and constantly fighting, but it's very different when you've got a big punching Mexican in front of you.
Belt champion, Japan's Kenshiro Teraji.
Do that from Rodriguez, I thought.
Yep, and there might be 1 or 2 things he's picked up along the way. What a journey it's been for him since he was 7 and turned over, as they do young in Mexico. But still fighting at
the left uppercut.
Lovely shot, Rodriguez, and body shots as well. And the corner going absolutely mad. Yafai hurt in the opener, and here comes Rodriguez, and Yafai is under pressure.
Just shots and clean shots at that. Straight away from Galal.
Yep, just holds his feet there. Yafai, but eats another body shot.
It's that power, Adam. 27. Serious power. And he didn't even load up.
A handful in this first round. Yafai trying to match fire with fire, get things back under control, but another up.
Rodriguez going to southpaw. He did that basically the entire fight against Nakatani, who himself a southpaw. Getting good work though from Rodriguez.
Plant his feet and let some clean shots go in. He's almost just getting smothered by the barrage of shots coming from Rodriguez at times.
Just get, I think, that minute break. Back to Rob McCracken in the corner, reset himself. Get this opener big.
Very good balance, solid base.
Better shot from there, Galal. He's landed some good shots this round, Galal, but big, powerful, meaningful shot that we're remembering was definitely the uppercut. Almost worrying how much of a reaction he got from Galal there, but first round he might have got caught cold a bit there with that shot.
Fists together, Yafai, as if to get started again. Good body shot from Francisco Rodriguez, the corner. To throw that shot, they say he's much stronger than Yafai. Big right hands as well.
And he's throwing that left uppercut just like he caught him within the first round. He's so short, finding Yafai too easy right now with that shot.
Yeah, spot on what you said there, Adam. He's got to get his boxing going, keep it long, keep it straight. First and third, plenty of feints. No need to be trading with Rodriguez.
9-0. Step up, all due respect, Sonny, former world champion alongside us. Bit odd to say that.
Biggest difference now between the ring he's in now than he was last time is he's got a big puncher in front of him, and I'm not too proud to admit that. I've never keep throwing, and he weathered me. That right now looks more dangerous than him, and that massive problem stylistically.
Hearing Rob McCracken
So ticking off low blows. Really trying to whip shots in. Yafai, body shots and some straying low. But there's the uppercut that the corner were asking for.
Fair play to Yafai though, he's not making a big deal of the shots that are straying low. But yeah, again, needs to keep it long, needs to keep it smart, as Rob McCracken's calling for, and for Rodriguez, keep that good center, that good balance, and look for that overhand right left to the body really, really well, changing the levels.
Good shot with the lead hand from Galal Yafai there, found a nice corkscrew uppercut.
But walks into a couple of right hands. Yafai again, just when Yafai's beginning to get set, playing the game for Rodriguez.
But this is how Galal's always fought. Always been used to being the stronger one come together.
Is it sensible for crackling entertainment as the two of them go at each other here? Yafai and Rodriguez, WBC Interim Flyweight title on the line. What a couple of rounds he's cut, I think, Yafai cut, clash of heads, fairly nasty over the left eye. Galal Yafai, his brothers watching on from ringside. Uppercut right at the beginning. Rodriguez is super confident.
Yeah, and the shots are bouncing off of the head of Rodriguez, not having any effect so far. That's a good right hook though from Yafai.
Yafai.
Definitely, but he hasn't got that sort of unhinged, explosive that Rodriguez is coming out with some of these shots. It's more calculated, heavy and consistently spiteful, but he doesn't...
To add to the early drama, what fight action we're having tonight on DAZN at every sort of level.
Better work from Galal there, being a bit more...
Better work, good.
Doesn't look too pretty of Francisco. Saw what happened to Liam Taylor, who struggled with his in the previous fight, so Galal Yafai might just sense that in there.
I bet you Rodriguez doesn't even know.
These Mexican warriors, the years, who've given us so much, but Yafai has got to deal with this test if he's going to fight for the WBC belt for real. Both southpaw now.
Oh, 1-2.
Galal smiles though as he comes back. So composed. Even after getting caught with a big shot, he's still sticking to the same plan. Oh,
yeah, good to see from Yafai that he's hanging in there, not looking to go on the run. Birmingham man, but Francisco Rodriguez is full of energy.
They're riding the shots well there, slipping and sliding, rolling under the shots. Better footwork though from Yafai.
Good work popping his shot, a nice rhythm there, and not staying there for...
That's the key to victory right now.
Trying everything in there.
Oh, the shots, even if they're missing.
What are you changing up heading into this fourth round?
100%. I was literally just going to say that he needs to make some adjustments, especially with his feet. He needs a bit more in and out.
Round 4 coming up.
Yeah, I like that from Shabazz, just to get his feet moving. And it's a quick start to the fourth round from Galal Yafai. Dangerous every time he opens those hooks. 27 knockouts for a small guy, Sonny. Wow.
And not only that, think about the fighters that he's gone a distance with. He has had to offer all around the world. Roman Gonzalez, what a legend he is.
Chocolatito, one of the greatest fighters ever.
He has a real knack of slipping that left uppercut through the guard of Galal Yafai. Rodriguez. Basically, the whole fight against Nakatani, southpaw, obviously Nakatani is southpaw. Switching it up a little bit, trying to confuse Yafai. Eye, isn't he?
More blood as well, coming from the eye of Galal.
Well, he's already learning more in these first 4 rounds as a professional than he's had probably in
lovely
so far. Beautiful work there.
I would like to see Galal do more body work though. Real nice body shots. He's headhunting a little bit.
Well, he might be panicking slightly because that eye looks bad.
Yeah, he's dabbing it.
Really testing times for Galal Yafai.
Sickening left to the body. I'm sure that eye.
Bertiz of Ian Gatt in this fight, been with Galal.
Looking at the eye, referee Mark Bates. That's not a good sign. Elbow there from just trying to Rodriguez for Birmingham boxing.
They're just not having the same effect, are they? The shots of Galal Yafai in comparison to the shots of...
He's having some success, Yafai, but they seem to be bouncing off this Mexican who's willing to just walk through walls. There's blood on the left eye of Rodriguez.
Good shot.
Cuts there from Yafai.
It's hard to keep up with everything.
Oh, look at that cut. It's awful. It really does.
We've got so much work to do in that blue corner.
Fighters, I think there was a lot of firefight, a lot of exchanges. Either fighter getting the best off at some points. I think that was quite a hard round to score, if all things were considered, and probably like most of the rounds, really, apart from that clear
acid test. Many were calling the world champion Francisco Rodriguez or Galal Yafai. Whose corner is he, Sonny, at this point?
I feel like after the first few rounds, Galal's definitely come, and every round he's getting a little bit better. I started to catch up with Rodriguez, the pace he's setting. He's also not putting as much weight behind every punch as Rodriguez. Firing as fast, but he's taken a fair...
Phil, he's done really well. There's a cut to the left eye back into this, Adam, after that first round.
Galal Yafai, a body shot went about 30 seconds or so ago, which was really good. They stand toe-to-toe here, the pair of them from the southpaw stance.
Both holding their feet, both letting big shots go. You feel at any moment, anything could happen.
What a night he's given us. Right hand. But it's like that nose, he doesn't care, does he? Stop boxing, that's a bad cut. It really is. Rodriguez is, as well as Yafai's.
God, you can't see it.
Not with these cuts, if nothing else. Rodriguez's cut looks worse for me though right now than Galal's.
Nice work from Yafai, settling down here.
A little bit less whim coming from the punches of Rodriguez. He's not really letting them go with that same intensity of the first few rounds.
Yeah, still throwing out the body shots.
Having the same effect worsens. Oh, beautiful left hand. Fantastic shot from the local man.
It's a good round this for Galal Yafai. Very impressive in many ways.
Quite regularly throughout this fight, again, when Galal's trading, there's always something coming back from Rodriguez. I definitely think the tide is definitely starting to creep and maybe turning a little bit, but I do think there's a long way to go. And
round 6. Terrific main event here. The longest night of the year. A summer full of action. So many great events ahead. Galal Yafai from Britain, or from Joe, Adam and Shabazz.
Quite a few different ways, and be right, but that was a good shot from Galal.
I feel Rodriguez losing his shape a little bit as well. Yafai to find the opening, just see they're a little clumsy with the footwork. As I was really celebrating it in the opening round, the balance that he was showing. Really turning his hips into that left hook, Rodriguez, but back comes Yafai again.
Rodriguez is much more seasoned for the longer fights. Gold medalist, such a great amateur over the shorter distances. Late into the championship round, should it go there.
Good right hook from Rodriguez, again a reminder.
Made the transition into boxing. An Olympic gold medalist who wins a world title, but it's so tough at this level. Sonny, you know.
Yeah, and I mean, I never stood there really on the way up and fought these sort of fighters in the pocket like Galal was doing. I boxed and moved in every which way that I possibly could. Oh, they're big.
Rodriguez, he dabs it away at it, and it's
Bloody battle in Birmingham. 20 seconds left of the 6th. More great action here. Rodriguez, head and body. Yafai.
Fun fight for the fans, and he was bang on.
Oh, ebbing and flowing, really good work from both.
Terrific round of boxing. Galal Yafai quick to his feet for the start of the second half. WBC interim title on the line. The famous old flyweight division. Yafai desperate to try and land it. The percentage on the computer, phenomenal.
I mean, the 526 from Rodriguez, high 400s. Oh, he just takes a shot there. Yafai's hurt. Right hand.
And down, sort of bundled down, but he was hurt before. And his legs have just, and inside the first minute of the 7th round, Francisco Rodriguez smells blood here. Now he's in trouble again.
Move your feet. Do not trade with Rodriguez. These scenarios, these situations suit the Mexican.
Punches raining in now from Rodriguez. Yafai all over the place, and can he get through? There's a long time left in the round.
Unsteady
body shot from Rodriguez. Ben Whittaker, but he is getting through it.
Don't think he really recovered from the end of that last round.
Heads again coming close. The issue, you get comfortable and slightly complacent. You feel you can take the opponent's best shots, you switch off and you...
That cut is terrible from Rodriguez. He's learning so much about himself tonight.
To keep digging their heels down to recover by showing an absolute abundance here. But another shot lands for Rodriguez.
Both brothers on their feet, willing their man home, their sibling, and he does get back to his stool.
Again, the backhand there, rocked his legs, and then as he was trying to smother the work, there was just too much pressure. It was a bit of a push maybe by the end, but his feet weren't really up underneath him, and you can see definitely why it was scored, but getting hurt again there. But what toughness, what resilience, what guts.
Seconds out, round 8. Yafai ready to go again. Well done, the 32-year-old, for getting through that.
Now it's about responding, coming back with your own work.
This confidence, there'll probably be a lot more energy for next round or two. Need Rodriguez to slow down.
Now Rodriguez ahead. Adam and Shabaz's card. 3 judges at ringside. Lovely left hand from Francisco Rodriguez, and the effort here, it is to Britain for the first time. He wants this.
He's landing regularly now. Lands a nice right hook as well, but back comes Yafai. Solid 1-2 again.
Oh, fantastic fight. Every single round till now has been nothing but action. Oh, nothing but action, nothing but grit. I'm struggling not to react to every single shot that's getting thrown.
Rodriguez again. Hand speed is good. Just seems to have that.
He's no joke though, Rodriguez. Look at this work.
Back comes Yafai with a combination to come, and Yafai is doing well in there.
How much energy has Rodriguez been using these last few rounds? He's been throwing with such mean intentions.
This is heart. This is heart on display here from Yafai.
Body shots are key at this stage.
Again, with a right hand, Rodriguez. Oh, that uppercut.
But it is brutally effective. Medicine, a body shot again.
And I think the uppercut's gliding through the middle because he's hurting with body shots. Wired to protect from those body shots. Oh, right hook again, the legs.
Yafai is a very, very tough man, tough family who spent their whole life fighting. And no matter how hurt, there's no quit. He wants to be there.
Rodriguez is Mexican. Oh, look at that. That was lovely. Disguised with the right hand, slotted right through the middle. Look at that. Fantastic shot. Set the trap, caught the bait.
Gamal banging the canvas, and Galal. Doctor says it's okay. They've done good work in that corner. He's trying to get his legs back in front of us here.
Great shot for him.
This is more serious. How bad is that cut? And we're back in. Meanwhile, the Rodriguez corner, we got our great translator. They're sure they're going to stop him. They still want that uppercut.
Yeah,
That's what we see in the highlights there, Sonny.
Throwing his body weight, and once he stays over his front foot a little bit long, feet are in the right place, there's power behind it, and it's been blinding Galal.
The last few seconds of this 9th round. Missing with the hooks there, and again, more arm shots from both fighters here.
10 rounds on a couple of occasions, but not more.
He plants his feet and fully turns the hips into the shot. But look at this though, Yafai. Mixing fire with fire, heart of a lion, Sonny.
Absolutely, both fighters choosing not to take a backward step.
This is superb stuff here in the 9th round as the two of them go toe-to-toe. And it really is coming down to who's got the heart.
Who can take the shots, who can deliver that hurtful shot.
But where are we on the scorecards of a fight like this? You'd think Galal's coming from behind.
Got to be careful, they're just leaning really over the front foot. Bend your knees when you roll.
That was good from Yafai. Classy moments in there still, the boxing brain ticking away, but... Oh, big right hands. Venom of power of Rodriguez, who just won't leave Yafai alone. Another big spell there from Rodriguez. These are really, really hard moments. 32-year-old.
Big round.
The thing is, he's got championship experience, so he could come on strong, but he needs to come on very, very strong in a big finish.
Okay, here we go. 3 rounds to go.
Yeah, worrying times for an extraordinary amount in this acid test. It's really the fight before the fight. And the winner gets a shot at the world title, former minimum weight, strawweight champion.
Yeah, and bundles of it. And the case is that Galal Yafai is down, and look at that, the landed shots in that tip. He's hurt.
He's hurt again. Another moment for Rodriguez to pounce here. And could he finish?
Picking his moments, Rodriguez, and he knows the target's a lot more easier to hit.
He's walking through the shots of Yafai.
He looks the man in there. The experience to seize the Galal Yafai almost comes out on top of us through the Rodriguez at the moment, just proving too much.
Yeah, well on top. He really is. Worrying signs for Yafai. The legs look unsteady with Rodriguez.
I don't think he's got a choice at this point, Aaron. Maybe he's boxed the wrong sort of fight to see a rematch, but this is, at the moment...
And he needs it now. It almost feels like he's running out of such a tough fight at Galal, and he's taken some real heavy shot. You can't keep compiling those punishing shots.
And the doctor was again in the Rodriguez corner, so that could even play a part late on the cut, but...
Very wild here from...
Look at Yafai trying to stick with him, but Rodriguez, all that experience and the power.
You can see what Rodriguez is looking to do. Hold his feet left, right. If he can go again, he's going again. If Galal is still in front of him, which he has been so often.
Japan and Mexico, the two countries really dominating. 9 in the ring ratings, and Yafai 4. If Rodriguez, well, puts a stamp on these last 6 minutes, he's got to be way ahead on the judges' cards, you feel. Territory now, Sonny, into the 11th round. He's never been here before.
Again, staggering the legs. They look unsteady still, Adam.
Trying so hard, Yafai, but walks into shot. Is he just going to go?
To hurt you and start building, but usually he has to build with it. He doesn't just hit you and knock you out or hurt you as much as Rodriguez is doing. In the middle of a phone box, it's just more time. The exchanges are favouring Rodriguez, and he's beating him to the punch a lot of the time as well. And
through that first, the 7th, where he nearly went early, preparation and conditioning, uppercut again. He's been a bit smarter in different departments as a professional.
Yeah, and he's with the work of the Mexican.
I hope I've got options on Rodriguez, to be honest, but for me, I would like to see Yafai just look for the body like throughout this fight, Galal, where constantly Rodriguez is going up and down, down and up and down, and it's making it hard for him to even keep up with the shot.
Really turn the hip into those shots.
It's flown by, this 12-round encounter. Find something Fabio Wardley did when he was way behind in Ipswich. Rodriguez, right hands here, but it's Yafai again who looks stunned as Rodriguez uses that experience.
Real clean shots at the end of the round for Rodriguez landing there. And you can see Galal doesn't try and defensively react. He takes the shot and he's thinking about throwing, but he's just getting him into trouble.
Second attempt for the 12th and final round.
Final round of what's been a war, a bloodbath, both cut. Yafai hurt on occasions. Rodriguez utterly, right hand, and down goes Yafai finally in the 12th round. There is a knockdown. The resistance, he just couldn't. Rob McCracken's got the towel in his hand as well. I wonder if they're thinking. Gathered steam again, body shot, and Yafai is absolutely shattered.
Rob McCracken, he hasn't let go of that towel. Down on the cards, under pressure here in this 12th round. Again, staggers, does Yafai.
Here comes Rodriguez. Big shots here, Yafai trying to cling on, rope sort of helping him
to survive.
Rodriguez still has finding another gear all the way for burst again.
What did they feed him for breakfast this morning, Rodriguez? And what have they been doing through a grueling? But Yafai has learned.
The energy, the output, the power gets his thrown at this age, at this stage of his career is unbelievable tonight. I wasn't expecting as much velocity and as much volume from the Mexican as this.
And still he throws. Into the last 40 seconds, Galal Yafai wobbling around, trying to keep digging very, very deep here, Yafai, in fight number 48.
To Galal Yafai.
A gripping 12-round affair in the flyweight division. Arise, Francisco Rodriguez. You've come, you've conquered, and what a warrior's mentality. He was absolutely terrific.
All 3 for your winner by unanimous decision, and the new interim WBC Flyweight Champion of the World, Francisco Chivas Rodriguez.